Warriors, welcome. Today I'm going to discuss the 5 worst habits if you're currently suffering from anxiety. Now, Warriors, let me tell you something. I am personally guilty of going through each and every one of these habits in my life. So it doesn't mean that, hey, you're a bad person. It doesn't mean that at all. What this means is that you are adopting maladaptive coping strategies for your anxiety. And these maladaptive strategies are very good at targeting the symptom, but are very, very bad at targeting the root cause of your anxiety. Okay, so today we're going to dive deep into this, all right? Do you do these? If you do, comment below. I promise that I'm going to do my best to comment right back, all right? The first one, the first worst habit for anxiety sufferers is eating or drinking disorders, meaning distractions to provide comfort away from your symptoms. And these symptoms could be bodily symptoms, they could be mental symptoms, thinking, they could be emotional symptoms, feeling, they could be imaginary symptoms, imagining. Whatever the symptom may be, the eating or drinking disorder gives you a temporary release from feeling what you've been feeling for such a long time. Now, I did this with alcohol. I did this with junk food because it provided me a temporary vacation away from anxiety. Okay? Now, if you do this, again, it targets the symptom very, very well. For a brief period of time, you are in fact in a place where you go, man, I don't have any anxiety. I'm good right now, right? But in the long term, I promise you, this is no strategy for ending your anxiety disorder. Number 2, worst habit for anxiety is sensitization. So sensitization means to obsess over how to cope with or how to avoid a particular situation. So this may be you, where you're constantly going over how to avoid a specific person, how to avoid a specific scenario, whatever it may be. And the more you obsess over this, the worse you make the actual reality of the situation. Something that is so simple, something that is so basic, something that is so neutral or even pleasant emotionally can be so catastrophic if we continue to think about it in a way that harms us. Number 3 is safety activities. Now, what I mean by safety activities is, calling that safety person when things get difficult, or taking that safety person with you. A lot of people can't go anywhere without being driven there with their safety person, or texting someone if you start to feel anxious. Now, it doesn't only mean that you're bringing a safety person. It could mean bringing a safety tool with you, right? Like something to fidget with, that sort of thing. So any of these safety activities, again, help temporarily, but for the long term, you're going to feel deep down that you need these things in order to get through the day, in order to be able to be functional throughout the day. And warrior, nothing is farther than the truth, because what these are a bundle of habits. They really are just a bundle of habits. And guess what? Habits are made and habits can be broken. Number 4, worst habit is avoidance. Simply anxious avoidance is to avoid situations that cause you anxiety. I'm not going to go out tonight. Guys, girls, you guys do your thing. There's just too many threatening potential scenarios with this, and I choose to stay home in my comfort place. Or avoiding things that you put on the shelf, like your passions, your purposes, the way you want to contribute to the world, whatever it may be. avoiding a specific type of person, avoiding a specific environment, a situation. And you could be avoiding these things at particular times of the day as well. It doesn't mean you're just avoiding them all the time, you know. Going to a particular pub in the afternoon is a lot easier for some anxiety sufferers out there utilizing eating or drinking disorders than it is going there at night, because maybe there's more people there, and in the past you've had traumatic events occur in your life, traumatic memories based around the evening. So again, this gets conditioned into your subconscious mind and body. The fifth worst habit for anxiety sufferers is something that I did almost every single day. Do you know what this is? This is called the escape strategy. The escape strategy is, okay, is there an exit sign? And if there is, am I allowed to go through that door if I in fact start to feel anxious and panicky? You know, where is the closest door? Where is the closest exit? Where must I park in order to get to my car, my safety place, as soon as possible so that people don't see me being anxious? Because so many people out in the world are just scared of that judgment, scared of that label, and they don't want to make a fool out of themselves. They want to be accepted. They want to be loved. They don't want to be seen as this anxious person, because to them, they believe that the anxious person is also a crazy person. And that is the stigma, isn't it? Now, let's go over it. Eating or drinking disorders, sensitization, safety activities, safety people, avoidance and escape strategies. What I want you to do, warrior, is comment below. Let me know which one of these 5 or all 5 you're doing right now. These are called maladaptive coping strategies. But what we want to do is we want to adopt adaptive coping strategies or adaptive recovery strategies, meaning instead of utilizing these each and every day, we just want to focus on replacing habits. And that means replacing mental habits, ways of thinking about things and perceiving, ways of verbalizing your communication with people, ways of replacing habits around your physiology, the way you breathe, the way your posture looks. So when we're talking about adaptive habits, warrior, we're talking about the replacement of habits that are causing you to be anxious with habits that are going to cause you to feel more neutral and eventually more pleasant. Because it's never the situation that's causing you anxiety. It's always your interpretation of the situation. I love you guys so much. Again, comment below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. I believe this is one of the best anxiety support channels, and I want to be here every step of the way towards your recovery from anxiety. I love you all so much. Remember, if you have any questions on the End the Anxiety program, head on over to this website right here. You are more than anxiety. Bye, guys.